You believe this country is racially exclusive and the ideas it's founded upon are racist, but all these people from the third world don't appear to believe that. They want to come here because it's a great country because they agree with the values it was founded on. And my question is, why does the American left not agree with them on that?
I believe that everyone should look at Western civilization, Judeo-Christian values as a beacon to the rest of the world. What Donald Trump believes, Tucker, is that we should ban Muslims from coming into the country. He believes that Mexican immigrants are racist and murderers. He believes that...
Come on, Brad, can we just have an adult conversation really quick?
Tucker,
let me just ask you, I know Trump is bad, okay, fine, but let me just, these are real questions, okay?
Yeah, sure.
So Europe has had a culture, a distinctive culture, a series of them for like thousands of years. All of a sudden, a ton of people move in who disagree with the tenets of that culture, changing it. So my question, really simple to you, is the culture into which they're coming, the Western civilization we're talking about, superior to the culture that these immigrants are bringing, the culture of Sharia law, the culture of theocracy, the culture of the Middle East? Is ours better than theirs? Can you say that? It's a really simple question.
Well, I can't say that, Tucker, because I don't believe some of the things you're saying.
I want to address the ideas themselves. If you have a country full of 335 million people who don't share common values, why does that country not break apart? This is something the left never thinks about, even as it encourages massive immigration into the country, people who don't agree with people who live here. So, that's not good.
I'm perfectly fine with an American culture, with patriotism.
And so what does that consist of? What is American
culture? I don't
culture?
believe that the only people who are worthy of being American or being in Western civilization are Christian.
But nobody is arguing that,
well,
and Trump is not arguing
said
that.
When he was, that the reason
what the hell are you talking about? You're trying to make this scary. You're doing like the Southern Poverty Law Center thing with me. Let me ask you the last question. Yeah. What are these American values that all immigrants ought to share?
Well, I believe they should share freedom of speech, freedom of the press, freedom of religion, of the practice of religion.
I don't know that anyone disagrees with that.
Well, you know, when you have a president,
out
a campaign of banning Muslims from coming into the country, that raises a lot of questions in my mind about his commitment.
But the guy said again and again, look, if you don't share our values and you want to impose your religious system on ours, and if you're willing to use violence to do that, we don't want you.
Well, of course.
Why is that a crazy thing to say?
If you have people that are known to practice violence or are known to be involved in terrorism, his position in the campaign was to ban all Muslims, and then he goes and gives a white nationalist speech in Poland.
So it's not a white nationalist. You know what?
It's
stoking the fires of race hatred with overstatement like that will not end well at all. It wasn't a white nationalist speech. It was if defending Western civilization was white nationalism.
It had white nationalist elements to it. It had.
I wish we had more time. We're out of time, unfortunately. We need to move to the common sense portion of the program. But thank you, Brad, for joining us.